What is progress? Is it society propelling itself forward with new, innovative technology? Is it reducing global emissions and our global carbon footprint? How would you define progress? One may define progress as development, advancement, or improvement as toward a goal. But what does that look like in everyday life? We can all agree that progress, at a minimum, means change. So what are those changes in an individual's life? What are the actions that every person will do differently to propel our society forward? Let's pick something simple that everyone does. Let's cook a meal. Here we have an average person in today's way of life who wants to cook a meal. To start, they hop in the car and start to drive to the grocery store. Now, let's see what cooking a meal would look like with a handful of different choices and different habits. Instead of grabbing your keys, you decide to grab some reusable bags and a couple of glass jars. Instead of driving your car there, you decided to walk to the nearest bus station and take the bus to buy your groceries. Let's go back to our first person who is shopping for groceries. After browsing through the aisles, they have selected their ingredients and continue to check out and bag their groceries. They then put up their groceries in their car and drive back home. Let's go back to our other individual. This person has gotten off at the bus stop and walked to their local farmers market. They are greeted by farmers who see them regularly and have a fresh selection of local, organic ingredients to cook their meal with. The ingredients that this person selects may be more limited since the crops here are grown seasonally. However, the vendors have plenty of recipes and tips ready to offer. Before leaving, this person drops off a bag of compost from their home to the farmers market, who can then use it as fertilizer for their farmers and vendors. After selecting their ingredients, this person now returns to the bus stop and rides the bus home. Now, let's return to our first person. After returning home, they are unloading their groceries and preparing to cook their meal. When unbagging their ingredients, they recycle the packaging that the ingredients came in the recycling. Let's return to our other person who has begun cooking their meal as well. They don't have any plastic packaging to recycle, and instead, they collect the scraps from their food and put them in their compost bin. Now, let's return to our first person again. After completing their meal, they sit and enjoy a wonderful pasta dish. If we look at our other person, they have cooked a colorful, seasonal meal made with mostly fresh veggies, which was a recipe given to them from a vendor at the farmer's market. We followed two potential consumers and watched them cook a meal. How does this define progress? If we zoom in and take a look at the individual choices and habits of our consumers, this is where progress is made. Progress does not have to be charts and graphs and GDPs. Progress is not a number. Progress is made when the trajectories of our individual lives are geared towards attaining a shared goal. Progress may not be the most comfortable choice, and it may stray us away from our habits. However, progress, at a minimum, means change. That change does not lie within hypothetical charts, graphs, and data. That change lies within every individual, within every attitude, and within every choice we make. Thank you.